morning, St. Martin. I'm Yesenia Lazaro.
And I'm Austin Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Brought to you by TV 15.
We're bringing the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
It's the end of the week. We're going to have a wonderful weekend. Carnival coming, Easter coming. But before all of that, let's dive in to our top headlines.
Three men were caught red-handed attempting to steal a safe during a burglary at Coal Bay Shipping Company in the early hours of Thursday, April 10th. According to the St. Martin Police Force, KPSM, Central Dispatch received the break-in alert just after 1 a.m. Multiple patrol units rushed to the Union Road location where they found the suspects trying to load the stolen safe into a nearby vehicle. The suspects, identified only by their initials, JJJ, JLR, and JU, were arrested on the spot without resistance. Police seized both of the safes and the vehicle as evidence. The three are currently in custody at the Phillipsburg Police Station as investigations continue. KPSM is encouraging anyone with further information about the incident to contact them via the anonymous tip line at 9300 or by calling 1721-542-2222 directly. Authorities stress their commitment to public safety and say they will continue to act decisively against any criminal activity threatening the community.
2 people were rescued from a sinking vessel in French territorial waters on Tuesday afternoon after issuing a Mayday distress call. The Dutch Caribbean Coast Guard cutter, Puma, responded immediately to the emergency, which was broadcast over VHF Radio Channel 16. The vessel's captain reported rapid water intake and an imminent risk of sinking. When the Puma arrived, another boat was already attempting to assist by pumping out water. The Coast Guard team quickly took over, deploying a high-capacity pump to stabilize the situation. Once the vessel was secure, it was towed safely to Simpson Bay with both individuals on board unharmed. The Dutch Caribbean Coast Guard is using the incident as a reminder to all seafarers to ensure their boats are equipped with proper emergency gear and communication devices, and to always stay alert while underwater. The misclassification of civil work permits as building permits continues under VROMI Minister Patrice Cummins, despite clear legal requirements and prior promises to fix the issue. This practice limits public participation by bypassing the required 6-week objection period laid out in Article 28A of the National Decree on Spatial Development Planning, the LROP. In Parliament on Monday, Cummins maintained that people can still object by going to court even after the deadline, but critics argue this puts an unfair financial burden on citizens. A recent court ruling on April 2nd reinforced the legal difference between building and civil work permits. The court upheld a stop order against NLGY Development stating excavation without a civil works permit violated Article 28A. The Civil Works Permit system was reinstated in 2021 to ensure public oversight during development. The law requires that permits be published in the National Gazette and local newspapers in both Dutch and English. However, the ministry still groups civil works permits under building permits, violating that rule. While the government correctly publishes hindrance permits, it has failed to apply the same standard to civil works. Cummins says outreach will improve through social media and other tools, but he offered no clear plan to fix the misclassification. Since 2021, over 500 building permits have been granted, but few civil works permits have been issued, despite many developments requiring them. Cummins revealed that 46 civil works applications are currently under review. Parliament expects further updates, but no follow-up date has been set.
Repairs to St. Martin's sports facilities have officially begun with the signing of agreements between Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sports, the Honorable Melissa D. Gumbs, and NRPB Director Claret Connor. 13 facilities, including Raoul Illich Sports Complex and Dutch Quarter Basketball Court, will be restored under the Emergency Recovery Project 1 funded by the Dutch Trust Fund and managed by the World Bank. Work has already started at 2 sites in Coal Bay and K Bay. The NRPB-appointed contractor is supported by an engineering firm to ensure quality and timely completion. Minister Gum said that the project is about more than infrastructure. These are community anchors, where young people learn discipline and pride. She reaffirmed Macy's commitment to safe, accessible spaces for youth and athletes. Connor noted the repairs will boost long-term resilience and benefit the wider community. In total, 13 sports facilities and 12 school gyms are slated for upgrades across the island. More site handovers are expected soon.
This is an exclusive release. Divico and Extra Tight Entertainment presents Headliners.
Roots and Rhythm.
A night of good reggae music.
Music for the soul.
Sunday, April 27th at the Carnival Village. Featuring Tanya Stevens.
It's a pity you already have a wife, and me don't have a man in my life.
Tanta Metro and Devante. And Christopher Martin.
Big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kinda important.
Hosted by Uncle Shads. Also featuring St. Martin's own royalty, CD Ranking, DJ Outcast, and DJ Blaze. Headliners, Roots and Rhythms. Sunday, April 27th at the Carnival Village. Don't miss this extravagant reggae experience. Get your tickets online at extratight.com. Love, peace, unity, reggae, can't dead.
Powered by Divico.
This is an Extra Tight Entertainment production. Just say I.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger licking good.
The Integrity Chamber of St. Martin has advised the government to establish an internal whistleblowing policy to enhance transparency and accountability within public institutions. This recommendation aims to create a secure process for employees to report misconduct, promoting a culture of integrity. Whistleblowers who report wrongdoing within organizations play a vital role in exposing issues that could otherwise remain hidden. A clear whistleblowing policy encourages employees to raise concerns without fear or retaliation, ultimately reducing instances of misconduct. The Integrity Chamber's advice outlines essential components for a successful policy, including defining who can report, establishing confidential report channels, protecting whistleblowers from retaliation, and ensuring thorough investigations. The Chamber also stressed leadership roles in fostering a culture of integrity. The phased approach to implementation starts with raising awareness and promoting ethical behavior, followed by formal policy adaptation and regular evaluation. The Integrity Chamber urges the government to act quickly to implement these recommendations to strengthen St. Martin's integrity framework. The full advice is available on the Integrity Chamber's website.
Fire chiefs from Curaçao, Aruba, St. Martin, and the Caribbean Netherlands met last week for a two-day conference aimed at enhancing cooperation. Representatives from the Netherlands Fire Department and the Dutch National Fire Academy were also present. This year marks the 10th anniversary of the collaborative partnership between the fire departments in the Caribbean, part of the Kingdom. Over the past decade, they have worked together on training, safety, disaster relief, and leadership development. The meeting focused on aligning the training and qualifications of the fire personnel, which will facilitate temporary exchanges of staff for experience or emergency support. A joint training program for fire prevention inspectors was also discussed, along with plans for quicker support after hurricanes. These strengthened ties will allow for faster and more efficient assistance in the event of fires or disasters, particularly benefiting residents of Bonaire, St. Eustatius, and Szabó. Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sport, the Honorable Melissa Gums, has announced the launch of the first annual Dame Ruby Bute National Short Story Contest, aimed at inspiring young St. Martiners to embrace reading, storytelling, and creative writing. The contest honors Dame Ruby Bute, an iconic figure known for her vivid paintings and literary contributions, including the first poetry book published by a woman on the island. The contest is part of Minister Gum's ongoing efforts to promote literacy, a cause she championed while in Parliament. She recently secured sponsorships from RBC Bank, Bull Chance, Iron Tech, IT Solutions and Software, and Class Electronics through Memorandums of Understandings, MOUs, ensuring the event's continuity for at least 3 years. The contest, named after Dame Ruby Bute, underscores her legacy in nurturing artistic expression in youth. Minister Gums expressed gratitude to Dame Ruby's family for allowing the initiative to bear her name and looks forward to encouraging young people to share their creativity with the world. Details about the contest, including rules, themes, and prizes, will be released after the 2025 Carnival celebrations.
The application process for hurricane passes for the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season opens Monday, April 14th and runs until May 30th. These passes allow access to business premises during emergencies, but are not issued to business owners except under specific circumstances. Two types of passes are available: disaster passes for critical disaster relief organizations and hurricane passes for essential personnel, including those from the NVGEBE, hospitals, security companies, and more. Disaster passes are valid for 3 years, while hurricane passes are valid for 2 years. Applicants must submit necessary documents, including business license, proof of Chamber of Commerce registration, and a non-refundable fee of 50 guilders. Forms must be submitted to the Fire Department and Disaster Management Office by May 30th. Further details and application forms can be obtained by emailing hurricanepassrequest@stmartingov.org.
The deadline to submit 2024 income tax return forms A and B has been extended to June 30th, 2025. Invitations are being sent by regular mail. If you don't receive one, you must request it. Forms are available online at the Government of St. Martin's website. Taxpayers must submit forms in person at the Tax Administration Office located in the Vineyard Building. Online or email submissions are not accepted. For proof of submission, bring a copy to be stamped. Taxpayers who need an extension must request it before June 30th, 2025.
Mom.
How you? But Mom, you finished all your minutes yet?
No, girl. TLM has new postpaid plans and automatically upgraded my postpaid package.
Is that so?
Guess what? I am getting more minutes and almost double the amount of data for the same price.
I guess I'm making a switch now.
Let me call you back, Mom.
Hey Tash, you hear about TLM new postpaid plans?
This is an exclusive release.
This is an exclusive release.
Divico and Extra Tight Entertainment presents Headliners,
Roots and Rhythm.
a night of good reggae music.
Music for the soul.
Sunday, April 27th at the Carnival Village, featuring Tanya Stevens,
It's a pity you already have a wife, and me don't have a man in my life.
Panta Metro and Devante. And Christopher Martin.
Big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kinda important.
Hosted by Uncle Shads, also featuring St. Martin's own royalty, City Ranking, DJ Outcast, and DJ Blaze. Headliners, Roots and Rhythms, Sunday, April 27th at the Carnival Village. Don't miss this extravagant reggae experience. Get your tickets online at extratight.com. Love, peace, unity, reggae, can't dead.
Powered by Divico.
This is an Extra Tight Entertainment production. Just say I.
Dutch State Secretary for the Kingdom Relations, Szabó, visited Curaçao on Wednesday to meet with Prime Minister Guilherme Pissas. Szabó congratulated Pissas on his party's victory in the March 21st elections, and the Prime Minister highlighted the effectiveness of his communication campaign, particularly on healthcare. The discussions focused on Curaçao's green hydrogen project, addressing financial challenges, and planning a follow-up meeting with Dutch Minister of Economic Affairs, Dirk Bleijharts, in 2 weeks. Geopolitical issues and kingdom cooperations were also discussed, with Szabó offering support to Curaçao's civil service. The future of the Lance Paquet country package, expiring in 2027, and financial restructuring for state guarantees were also part of the agenda. Further talks on these matters are expected soon.
The Collective Prevention Services CPS is urging the St. Martin community, especially parents, daycare centers, and schools, to take preventative measures against chickenpox. While the disease is typically mild in children, it spreads easily through airborne droplets or contact with blister fluid. Chickenpox causes fever and an itchy rash and can lead to complications such as bacterial skin infections, pneumonia, and brain swelling. CPS advises those with symptoms to consult a doctor and inform relevant institutions. Parents with children showing symptoms should reschedule baby wellness clinic appointments by calling 542-3003 or 520-4163. For more information, contact CPS at 914 or email youthhealthcare@stmartingov.org. The American University of the Caribbean AUC, Collective Prevention Services CPS, and the Positive Foundation have wrapped up a successful round of free breast cancer and health screenings. Led by oncologist Dr. Chobanyan, the screenings aim to educate women on breast cancer risks while gathering data for a breast abnormalities survey. Minister of Public Health, the Honorable Mr. Richinel Bruk, visited the session on April 5th Praising the initiative, participants received breast exams and health screenings for various conditions, with AUC students providing hands-on assistance. This round collected data from 726 women, with a goal of 1,000. Shelley Alfonso of the Positive Foundation emphasized the importance of early detection, and Dr. Chobanyan encouraged first-time participants to join future screenings.
The FCCA Foundation's Shining Stars Dinner at Seatrade Cruise Global brought together 10 presidents and over 20 senior leaders from major FCCA member cruise lines. Held at Pappy Steak Miami, the event raised funds for the FCCA's foundation, supporting community and youth initiatives throughout the Caribbean and Latin America. Michelle Page, CEO of FCCA, expressed gratitude for the unprecedented participation, marking the event as a resounding success. Table hosts include executives from the top cruise lines such as Princess Cruises, Royal Caribbean, and Carnival Cruise Line. Featured sponsors include Diamond International and Port Everglades. Proceeds from the event will fund educational, sports, and career-building projects, including the Owen Arthur Scholarship Fund and the Holiday Gift Project, which recently benefited nearly 5,000 children.
Us here at Great Bay Media and Rock Caribbean TV would like to stand in solidarity with our friends and families in the Dominican Republic right now going through some very rough times.
Currently, there were recorded 221 deaths and 189 persons injured and currently in the hospital. We would really like to extend our condolences to the families that lost their loved ones and strength to those as well that are trying to recover. That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. on TV 15 across our social media platforms and all Alexa devices globally. I'm also Lawrence.
And I'm Justine Lassiter, wishing you an amazing weekend. See you next time.
Don't forget, stay friendly.
St. Martin.